Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I want to talk about how a lot of you guys are not going to even know what you want in the game until you actually are out here experiencing life to really see if what you say you want is what you want. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning, a lot of y'all think y'all want certain things, but you only want those things because society has conditioned you to want those things, but you may not even know you want them. So for example, I was talking to a coaching client earlier about this, and I was saying that, let's say for example, you have a guy, he's like, I want a roster of like 4 or 5 women, I want a bunch of girls that I can mess with and all this other stuff, right? So then what happens is that he thinks he wants this. And then let's say he actually at some point gets that. So he starts going out there and getting a bunch of girls, and now he has a roster of 4 or 5 women. Then when he has that roster of 4 or 5 women, he's like, yo, man, this shit it's a lot of work. These chicks is calling me all the time. I'm trying to manage this, but it's a little bit more challenging than I thought. It's not as fun as I thought it was gonna be, right? So he's in this situation now that he thought he wanted, and now he realizes that it's not what what it's cracked up to be. Right? So at first he wanted the roster of 5 chicks. He's got the roster of 5 chicks. Now he realizes he don't really want it like that. Now he's like, you know what? I could just probably handle 2 women and I'm good. Right? So he had to experience first in order to realize he wanted the 2. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of you guys, y'all want things in this game, but you don't even know if you want it because you have to experience first in order to see if you really want it. And see, a lot of times the reason why you want the thing you think you want is because society has conditioned you to think, to make you think you want that. So that guy who wanted a roster of 5 women, he probably was, looking at Dan Bilzerian or some shit with a bunch of women, right? He was probably looking at, let's say, he was looking at like Drake or someone. He's looking at Drake at his concert and all these women want Drake. So now because I see Drake getting all these women, because I see Dan Bilzerian with a bunch of women, because I see Locario with a bunch of women, now I want a bunch of women. That's where the idea came from. It wasn't really what you wanted for yourself. You had these ideas implanted in you by society. So then when you get to that point of doing what you do, then you might realize, you know what, wait a second, I actually might not want this. And in other situations, you might want it. But the key thing here is you have to actually experience life to see if what you say you want, you really want. You understand? So you got a lot of people out here, oh man, I'm dating with intention, I want to get married. Okay, cool. You want to do that. But once you get married and you're in the marriage, that's when you'll really know if you want to be married. You see what I'm saying? You have to experience it first. See, a lot of the things that you think you want is things that you've been conditioned to want, or you think that this is something you really want to happen, but you don't know if you're gonna like it or enjoy it until you're actually in the situation. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that aspect of the game, because the thing is that you could spend your whole life, fantasizing about something, and then, if you are able to get it, then you're like, oh shit, I finally got it. So you feel like you've arrived. You're like, yes, I got the thing that I wanted. Then you get that thing, and now you have to see how you are feeling within that experience. And then that will actually tell you if you really want it or not. Because what you're thinking now is the things that you want. You want that new car, you want that new house or whatever. You want to be an entrepreneur, you want to get that new job or whatever it is. And then you're in that situation, and then it might not be what you thought. The things that come with those things, the maintenance of the car, the more of the work you got to put in at this new job or being an entrepreneur or whatever it is something you don't even know that's a thing that could happen until you're actually in the situation, right? So just understand that when it comes to this game, experience is important because it's going to teach you about yourself, and it's going to teach you about what you actually want, because then you'll be able to narrow shit down more because you're moving in the direction of getting those things you think you want and then to see if this thing that I think I want is actually what I want. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below. Or if you're watching this on Instagram, make sure you click the link in the bio, and I'll holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.